Namaskara. As promised, this is the summary of all the modals that we have seen so far in the Toolbox series. So this summary should help you to understand the different modals because modals are very commonly used in spoken Kannada. It helps you to speak with much more ease. Okay, so I'm just going to give you summary individually. If you want to see, you have to go to the modals videos and take a look. Okay, the first one that we looked at was must, want to, right? So I must go to the temple. This is a very basic usage, right? I must go to the temple. It's an obligation. How do you say? Nanu devasthanake hogabeku. Beku. Hogabeku. Right? So what we are doing here, hogu, hogabeku. So this is like a basic construction that you need to know if you plan to speak in Kannada, right? Nanu alli hogabeku. Nanu TV nodabeku. Like that. These are all things that you want to do, right? And you say it like this. Okay. Next, have to, should. This is like with more strong intent. I have to go to the temple. I have to see that movie. How do you say that? ನಾನು ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಲೇಬೇಕು. ಹೋಗಬೇಕು, ಹೋಗಲೇಬೇಕು. So it is like more strong intent. Okay. That is your number two. Then third, don't. It's like asking somebody not to do something. Don't close the door. ಬಾಗಿಲನ್ನ ಮುಚ್ಚಬೇಡಿ. I've specifically used bEdi because bEda is without respect, bEdi is with respect. Always learn it with respect so that you don't go and tell some elder person, ಆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಡ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಬೇಡ. That is without respect. bEdi is with respect. Okay, it's like don't do this, don't do that, like that. That is bEdi beda. Okay, then bEdi beda is also saying I don't want something. I want something is ಬೇಕು. I don't want something is ಬೇಡ. ನನಗೆ ಅದು ಬೇಡ. ನನಗೆ ಬೇಡ. That is your. So these are basic formations that you should already know if you have been living in Bangalore long enough. Okay, then can. I can open this window. ಈ ಕಿಟಕಿಯನ್ನ ತೆಗೆಯಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. Ability to do something in the present or future. Then you say ಆಗತ್ತೆ. Okay. ಈ ಕಿಟಕಿ is window. ಈ ಕಿಟಕಿಯನ್ನ ತೆಗಿ is to open. ತೆಗಿಯಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. I can do this work. ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. Okay. So you use that agu verb for showing your ability. ಆಗತ್ತೆ. Cannot. I cannot open this window. Inability. ಈ ಕಿಟಕಿಯನ್ನ ತೆಗಿಯಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Right? We are saying something in present. Right now I'm not able to do this. Then ಈ ಕಿಟಕಿಯನ್ನ ತೆಗಿಯಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Not able to do. Inability to do something in the present. Okay. Next slide. Okay. Now we want to say cannot in future. I cannot come to your house in the evening. ಸಂಜೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಆಗಲ್ಲ you must say. There you cannot say ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ is continuous tense, present continuous tense. ಆಗಲ್ಲ is future tense. So inability in the future. ಸಂಜೆ evening ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ to your house ಬರಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. That is your can, cannot finished. Then could. I could run 10 kilometers last year. ಹೋದ ವರ್ಷ 10 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಓಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು, ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. Okay, that's your ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. Ability in the past. You had some ability that you could do in the past. Then you say could. That is the only place for could here. You cannot use could and say could I come inside. Those could is all different. That is all going to come later in the slide. One ability. If you want to talk about ability, you use agu verb. ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಆಗತ್ತೆ. These are all ability. You are using the agu verb to show your ability. Okay, ability to do something. That is the only place this can, cannot, because can, cannot, could and all can be used in other places also. That's why I'm trying to make it very clear that this is for ability. Then could not. I could not run 10 kilometers last year. ಹೋದ ವರ್ಷ 10 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಓಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಆಗ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. Inability. Okay, so remember this. Then can and may for permission. This is exactly what I said. You can say could I come inside, can I come inside, may I come inside. All these things you can say for permission. That's why when it comes to permission, just remember one thing in Kannada, which is bahuda. Can I come inside, may I come inside, could I come inside. Everything is bahuda. ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬರಬಹುದಾ? ಬಹುದು, ಬಹುದಾ is a question. Answer will be bahudu. Possible, yes, can be done. So that's your bahudu, okay, which is permission. So don't get mixed up with how do I say can, how do I say may, how do I say could. You cannot have individual things. It's not like a direct mapping. So just understand the language and move forward with that way so that you simplify things. Then cannot, should not, restriction, right? You cannot sit here. You should not sit here. Both are same. Okay. One word, baradu. Baradu means should not. Restriction, deny permission. All this is baradu. Give permission is bahudu. Deny permission is baradu. Okay. So, right. Okay. So, um, cannot, should not, restriction. You cannot sit here. Illi baradu. Kuru is to sit. That's where kutkollu has come. Right. Kutkolli, you say, right? Please sit down. Kutkollu comes from kuru. That is a verb for to sit. So illi baradu. You can also say illi baradu is also fine. Okay. Next. Okay. Here what are we saying? Don't, shouldn't. Here I'm giving like don't you, shouldn't you, like a question. So this is also very commonly used. So you need to know this. Don't you have to go to school today? Right? Don't I have to do this work? Don't I have to, like that? So ಇವತ್ತು ಶಾಲೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಡ್ವಾ? ಬೇಡ, ಬೇಡವಾ? ಬೇಡವಾ means it's a question. It's a questioning. You're questioning that. ಬೇಡ means don't. ಬೇಡವಾ means don't I have to, right? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ wait ಮಾಡಬೇಡವಾ? Don't I have to wait here? Like that. So it's a question that you're asking in the negative form. Okay, that's ಬೇಡವಾ. Okay. So for example, you can also change it to ಬೇಕಿಲ್ವಾ? For example, ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಬೇಕಿಲ್ವಾ? Don't you want this book? Don't you need this book anymore? There also you can ask, you can change ಬೇಡವಾ to ಬೇಕಿಲ್ವಾ. That's also fine. But ಬೇಡವಾ is the normal way to ask. Okay, ಇವತ್ತು ಶಾಲೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಡ್ವಾ? ಬೇಡ್ವಾ? Okay, just remember that. Can't you? Okay, this can't you is for what? You're demanding something. Can't you listen to me for once? Right? Can't you just go and take care of the child, like that? That kind of a can't you. Okay, where you're asking for something, demanding something in a negative questioning way. That is this can't you. So how do you answer? You say ನನ್ನ ಮಾತು ಒಂದು ಸತಿ ಕೇಳಬಾರದ. ಮಾತು means speech. When you say matu, it means speech. But here, listening to the person's speech or the person's word. Can't you listen to my advice? All those things is matu. Once, ಒಂದು ಸತಿ. ಸತಿ, ಒಂದು ಸತಿ means once. ನನ್ನ ಮಾತು ಒಂದು ಸತಿ ಕೇಳಬಾರದ. So ಬಾರದು, if you say ಬಾರದ, it can be used for can't you do this? Can't you at least do this, like that? Okay. So that's where this barada can be used. Okay, then am I not? So here you're questioning a restriction. Am I not allowed to sit here? So you're saying you cannot sit here. So illi kura baradu. So when you're asking a question, am I not allowed to sit here? Not allowed. Questioning a restriction. How do you say? Illi kura barada. Okay, that's how you question it. Then next, very commonly asked by people whenever I teach Kannada to them, this question: Will you? Will you come tomorrow? Is the normal way of how people normally ask. They don't ask, can you come tomorrow? They'll just say, will you come tomorrow? Meaning today I'm busy. Can you come tomorrow is what they are intending to ask. So the easy way without being, if you don't want to use bahudu, you can, this is an alternate to bahudu. When you want to say, can you come tomorrow? You can say, nale bartira, straight away. Bartiri is the second person statement form. Nale bartiri means you are coming tomorrow, right? Nale bartiri. That's the statement. If you want to ask like a question, can you come tomorrow? Will you come tomorrow? Then nale bartira, easy way. If you want to be more polite, nale barabahuda. That is more polite. Bahudu, bahuda is used, then it's a bit more polite. You're being very polite. But if you just want to say just like that, nale bartira. Okay. If it is like some, I don't know, insurance agent or whatever, that today you're busy, you just want to ask him to come tomorrow, then you can say nale bartira. Okay. So this is asking something without bahudu. Would you? This is like a polite way of asking whether somebody wants something. Would you like some tea? right? Chaha kuditira, you can ask kuditiri, kuditira. Okay, second person singular, second person plural, kuditiri can be changed to kuditira to ask as a question, polite way. Or chaha beka, beka also can be asked, beku, beka. Okay, so this is a polite query, would do. Then now is the part we have, which is called as a must have, must not have, may not have, should not have, could not have, right? Then your would have, would not have, all the haves starts from here. Must have, she must have reached by now. ಇಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ತಲುಪಿರಬೇಕು, deduction of a past event based on the current time, current situation. ಇಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ, by now. ತಲುಪಿರಬೇಕು, okay? ತಲುಪಿರಬೇಕು. Must not have, she must not have reached by now. ಇಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ತಲುಪಿರಕ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲ. ತಲುಪಿರಕ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲ. Okay? ತಲುಪಿರಕ್ಕೆ, but in spoken Kannada you just speak like that. ತಲುಪಿರಕ್, irakke is not needed. But if you say it, it is nice, nothing wrong. ತಲುಪಿರಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲ. Okay? Deduction of a non-occurrence of a past event. Opposite of must have. So it is purely for that only. Okay? May have. They may have slept by now. ಇಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲಗಿರಬಹುದು. This is a possibility of a past event. So this is a mild version of must have. Right? Then may not have. They may not have slept by now. ಇಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲಗದೇ ಇರಬಹುದು. Possibility of a non-occurrence of a past. So malagu, malagade irabahud. This malagade is a negative participle. Okay? Malagade, negative verbal participle. Malagade irabahud. Without sleeping is this malagade. Malagade irabahud. Should have. You should have informed me first. ಮೊದಲೇ ನೀನು ನನಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ತಿಳಿಸು is to inform. Tili is to know. Tilisu is to inform. So ಮೊದಲೇ means in the beginning itself. ಮೊದಲು means beginning. When you say ಮೊದಲೇ, it's a clitic. You're saying beginning itself. The beginning itself you should have told me. You should not have told me now. You cannot be telling me now. You should have told me, you should have informed me first itself. Right? That's your ಮೊದಲೇ. Okay, ಮೊದಲೇ ನೀನು ನನಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. Right? ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು is a should have. It's a strong complaint about what did not happen. Something should have happened but did not happen. There you will say ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ನೀವು ಹೇಳಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. You should have told me. Like that. Then should not have. I should not have told you the secret. ರಹಸ್ಯವನ್ನ ನಿನಗೆ ಹೇಳಬಾರದಿತ್ತು. ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, ಬಾರದಿತ್ತು. Should not have. Should have ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. Should not have is ಬಾರದಿತ್ತು. Comes from ಬಾರದು. It's a regretting a past action that you did. Should not have. Could have. You could have come here first. ಮೊದಲು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬಹುದಿತ್ತು. ಬಹುದಿತ್ತು ನಾವು. ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, ಬಹುದಿತ್ತು. It's a mild complaint. You're not like strongly telling. It's not like a rule. Here, you're just saying you could have said. You did not do, but it's okay. But you could have said. So it's like a mild complaint. ಬಹುದಿತ್ತು. Could not have. She could not have written the tough test. It's saying some an impossible past event. Okay. ಅಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. Could not have. So this could not have is the gray area. So you can interpret it in many ways. I'm interpreting here it in this way as an impossible part. She could not have done. There is no possibility that she could have done that thing. That is your could not have. So it is an impossibility of a past event. That's where this could not have is used. It is not the opposite of could have. Okay. So there is no opposite of could have. Okay, there is only should not have. That's all. There is no opposite of this could have. This could not have means an impossibility. That's why sadhyaviralilla. Sadhyavilla means present tense, not possible. Sadhyaviralilla means was not possible. Okay. Ashtu kashta parikshe means that difficult exam. Barayakke for writing. Sadhyaviralilla was not possible. Then would have. If you had told, I would have come. This is a hypothetical case. If I had told whether you would have come or not is a different question. It's just hypothetical. You did not tell, I did not come also. It's just the thing. If you had told, I would have come like that. ಹೇಳಿದ್ದರೆ, ನೀನು ನನಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಬರುತ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ಬರುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, ಬರುತ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. So this is this construction just to remind you. Barutta is a continuous tense. and you have to use the simple past of the iru verb of whoever is talking. Nanu idde. Neenu means ide. Avanu idda. If you had told he would have come, then ಹೇಳಿದ್ದರೆ ಅವನು ಬರುತ್ತಿದ್ದ. Okay, then would not have. If you had told I would not have come, ಹೇಳಿದ್ದರೆ ನಾನು ಬರುತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಬರುತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, would non-happening of an hypothetical case. With this, all the modal combinations are ended. You may have to go through this video multiple times, practice with other verbs instead of baru, try, hogu, right? You have the list of 108 verbs that I have given. Just take the easy verbs. If you see my 108 verbs list, um, the video, the most important 108 verbs in Kannada. The first part of the verbs are all the common verbs. The later part are the difficult, less common verbs. So you can take the first part and practice this, because this one you need practice to use it. It doesn't come naturally. It's not our mother tongue. It's not your mother tongue. It's not my mother tongue also. So we have to practice. That is given. Okay. Only if you practice, you'll get the language in control. Okay. So Dhanyavadagulu, that was the summary. So with this, the modals related mini series is over. Next one, I'll come up with something else.